Minecraft has been around for a really long time. It's basically been popular for over a decade, which is pretty rare in the gaming world. And now that it's here, it's kinda hard to imagine a world without it. It's persevered through so much, it feels pretty invulnerable at this point. But there must be something that can stop it in its tracks. There must be something or some event that could wipe Minecraft out of our lives. For fun, we're going to go over some Doomsday scenarios that could end Minecraft once and for all. So subscribe if you like what you see. I will be your host, Simply Suck, and let's destroy Minecraft. Let's start with scenario number 1. Minecraft stops getting updated. Minecraft really did popularise the idea that a game doesn't have to be this finished product that ships and you're done. Instead, you can keep adding stuff forever. This has been the way since pretty much the beginning, where players know there's always going to be new content and patches in the future till the end of time. It keeps the community interested and engaged, and also ensures a steady flow of new players are joining at all times. If for whatever reason it was decided Minecraft should stop receiving updates, this would be very concerning for the future of the game. Without new features and content, even with Minecraft make your own fun philosophy, eventually people are going to start getting bored, and there won't be any mechanism to retain and grow the player base. It might be a slow and gradual descent, but even the most committed will grow tired at some point. Fortunately, Minecraft also has one of the biggest and most vibrant modding scenes of all games. If this did happen, it's hard to imagine the game wouldn't be taken under modders' wings and cared for years to come, official sport or not. Scenario number 2 is where Minecraft gets sold. Yes, this has, of course, already happened when Microsoft bought it back in 2014. And we all know this didn't end Minecraft. In fact, it's been doing very well since, perhaps even better than ever. But we have to be very grateful that this sale went as well as it did. Microsoft has taken a very hands-off approach with Minecraft and has let Mojang kinda just do their own thing without interfering all that much. But we got lucky. There are many companies that would never have been so kind. And were Microsoft to decide they no longer needed this game and wanted to sell it, this could create unspeakable consequences that we all shudder to think about. Our new overlords could gut the company of its staff and change pretty much anything, probably for the worse. The good thing is, this feels unlikely. As mentioned, Minecraft seems to be doing pretty well, and Microsoft is trying to grab as many exclusives to pad up its library as it can, so to sell one of gaming's biggest IPs, that would make no sense at all. In scenario number 3, Minecraft is replaced by some other game. If you look around a bit, you'll find oh so many Minecraft clones and knockoffs. Minecraft's formula has not only been copied outright, but tons of games in the last decade have taken inspiration from it in all sorts of ways. Its early access model, its crafting, the sandbox environment, simplistic graphics, the list goes on. But there have been some attempts to create a literal Minecraft killer. It's just none of them have worked yet. A serious contender to watch out for is of course the upcoming Hytale. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and this one probably has the most momentum I've seen so far. Regardless of what they say, those guys are going for the jugular and making sure to attack every weakness and flaw Minecraft has. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes, though like I said, there have been all sorts of new games come out in the years gone by, and while some have succeeded, none of them have actually managed to make people forget what Minecraft is. So far anyway. Scenario number 4 is where Mojang makes some cataclysmic design error. Minecraft has had a lot of updates, and most of them have landed quite well. But in this timeline, they mess up. And they mess up so bad, they ruin the game completely and irreparably. It's hard to say what kind of decision that would be, but it would have to shake Minecraft to its core. It would have to disrupt something so important that the very fundamentals of the game are affected. Perhaps they introduce spherical models, or limit world sizes, or completely misinterpret what the player base likes and are too stubborn to change their minds. I don't know how, at least with the current developers, this could happen, because they've always taken a very cautious approach to updates and seem to dip their toes with changes rather than making sweeping, unprecedented changes without consulting the community. But who knows, the team grows larger all the time, and eventually they might make a miscalculation. In scenario number 5, it's not Mojang that makes a change, but someone else. Minecraft and YouTube are one and same. It's where the game rose to fame, and it's also the main place where Minecraft gets continuous exposure and promotion. In that sense, Minecraft relies not just on itself, but also other companies' decisions to stay relevant. It's not unprecedented for sites like YouTube to change their rules, or even for governments to change laws that force them to. This could very easily have a knock-on effect in some unforeseen way for Minecraft. Perhaps YouTube decides it doesn't want gaming content on the site anymore, or you're no longer allowed to upload videos for some reason. Alternatively, the app stores owned by Google or Apple could change their policies and cut off the sales of one of Minecraft's largest demographics, mobile players. This has of course happened, where a similarly huge game, Fortnite, was blocked. Of all the scenarios, this one right here is actually the closest to reality. None of this is far-fetched. These kinds of things are often made reality, and it's probably the biggest threat to Minecraft of them all. For scenario number 6, Minecraft hasn't stopped getting updated, but now it's charging for them. So Minecraft does sort of have microtransactions, but they're only really for auxiliary content, and they're very easy to ignore most of the time. If they decided to charge for core content, that might change things. Updates have always been free, and they've stuck with it for so long, it'd be a pretty big shock to the community if they changed it. Traditionally, you just paid for the initial game and everything else is free forever. Some people criticise Minecraft updates for being shallow and unexpansive, but it's acceptable, it's free, beggars can't be choosers. If they suddenly cost money, people might feel entitled to something more polished. If an update feels weak and people don't want to drop the cash for it, that shuns people away from playing the game, and over time, the player base may shrink. There's also the idea that Minecraft is an affordable, accessible game, and if the cost becomes too high, it might be harder to justify getting it. Though realistically, I don't think they'd be stupid enough to do that. The system works fine as is, and Minecraft makes money in lots of ways already with things like merch and spin-off games. It'd be short-sighted and unnecessary. Scenario number 7 is where Minecraft has committed IP theft. That sounds pretty bad. We all know Minecraft has some pretty humble beginnings, being developed by a lone guy in the most indie way possible. We also know that Minecraft took inspiration from other games like Dwarf Fortress and Infiniminer. Now, this is 100% hypothetical, but in that kind of environment, it is not unheard of for things like code to be borrowed or used without permission. If Notch had taken someone else's intellectual property and Minecraft had grown off the back of it, this could cause unspeakable chaos in so many ways. Minecraft's very ownership could be thrown into question, there could be lawsuits, the true owner could seize control. Not only has this sort of thing happened, it's happened in the Minecraft community itself before. A few years back, Bucket, a popular server-side mod, had some issues concerning ownership, and this threw a spanner into the whole server community, where Bucket was the backbone of it all. It was eventually solved, but it still shows that small issues can turn into huge problems and have far-reaching consequences no one can predict. This, of course, to anyone's knowledge, has not actually happened, but who knows what's out there. Scenario number 8 will send some shivers down your spine, because here Mojang has decided to end Java development. It's been said a lot, but Java is the OG birthplace of Minecraft, and it's still considered the best place to play. If this happened, there'd be a few pretty huge issues. The first one is that the modding scene would be annihilated. Minecraft modding is so great because of Java, it just can't work the same way in Bedrock. I earlier said modding would keep the game alive for years to come, but if Java was slowly weaned off until Bedrock became the sole version to play, and then later the game no longer receives updates, then Minecraft is in a very dangerous position. It should also be said that Java really is the true workhorse when it comes to people marketing the game on YouTube. The vast majority of influencers are playing on Java. Bedrock is bigger in players, no question, but the people doing the legwork, the people actually getting others interested in the everyday activities and trends with the game, that's nearly all Java. Bedrock is just the accessible place to play for the masses. If Java didn't exist, the entire marketing mechanism, which keeps the game going year on year, would be jeopardized. Microsoft and Mojang have often said they have no plans to end Java and will be supporting both versions long into the future. But it definitely feels like Microsoft, at least, are taking that stance because they have to and aren't daring to mess with Java for fear of the unspeakable backlash they'd get. They didn't create a whole new version for no reason, they wanted to simplify development. Maybe scrapping Java was an old idea they had before they really understood how their new community worked and have since backed down on the idea, but it also wouldn't be surprising if Bedrock was waiting, biding its time until just the right moment to strike. Staying on the thought of catastrophic ideas, scenario number 9 is where Microsoft changes their tune and decides they want to cut off their nose to spite their face. As mentioned, Minecraft has grown and remained popular because of the freedom the company allows players and creatives to do things like uploading videos. They created an environment where you can use their IP quite freely as long as you stick with the guidelines they ask. But what if suddenly they decided it's time to change? Actually, they don't like what we're doing. They want a bigger slice of the pie. It was said long ago YouTube approached Notch personally and asked him if he wanted all revenues of Minecraft content to go to him. Which was within his right, but fortunately Notch chose to decline and instead decided to foster the community, realising that it was the players and creators that had such an important role propping the game up. That said, Mojang has tightened its fist in the past. Changes to the EULA wiped out many servers back in the day and made it very difficult to make servers profitable. It would be a bad decision 100%, but a shift in ideology or management is not impossible. In scenario number 10, the world moves on. Technology moves fast, and you never really know what the next big thing is going to be. Maybe new generations will migrate to places that Minecraft just doesn't belong. TikTok became big in the past few years with short, snappy video clips. But if YouTube didn't exist and that had been what we got first, Minecraft Let's Plays and videos just wouldn't have made sense. It's incompatible, it wouldn't work. Maybe in the next few years, virtual and augmented reality will change how we consume media and entertainment in such a drastic way that games, films, TV, books and news will also have to change in such a way that Minecraft, as we know it, will be too old school. Maybe it or something like it will exist, but it won't be the thing that we know and love today. Although, Minecraft has been pretty responsive to changes and was happy to jump on new trends like the rise of mobile gaming with Pocket Edition and even Minecraft Earth and AR. Let's see. Overall, Minecraft feels pretty strong and stable, but it's interesting to imagine what might cause its collapse. It's a juggernaut, and it feels like the formula it's created is really hard to fault. Unlike nearly all games, it's really shown to stand the test of time and seems to hit some primal part of our brains that, no matter the generation, people just seem to love. But who knows what's going to happen. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It was fun to come up with these, at times, crazy scenarios. Let me know what you think could be the end of Minecraft and when you reckon it'll happen. But either way, cheers for watching. I've been Simply Sark, and I will catch you in the next one.